let's go ahead and take a look at this portrait. We're gonna look for 10 seconds. The challenge is try not to take your eyes off the painting so that you can find all the little clues that I want you to find. So I'm gonna count and I just want you to look silently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and raise your hand if you'd like to point something out. There's no wrong answer.
Hi, welcome back second grade. Right now we are working on our Android projects and we will get started on those today. But we need to go over some information that we talked about last time, and then we'll go over some new information, and then we will go over all the steps we took last time just in case you weren't here or you forgot how to make your Android face.
Androids are robots that look and act like humans. Now let's talk about artificial intelligence. So what artificial intelligence means is that a machine can make decisions for itself.
You could make your Android totally mechanical. Maybe it doesn't have skin like us. Maybe you can just see the parts like you see here. There's circles, there's different crazy lines. Maybe you're doing kind of crazy glow-in-the-dark eyes. It's totally up to you. Maybe your Android's kind of scary. Maybe it has more of a normal face, but in some areas it has like a totally cool laser or a cannon or a camera. Be creative. Maybe it's like Sophia, where you can see inside of her head and see the different mechanics, the wires and gears.
So today we're gonna be painting. Remember, one person's gonna be in charge of the water, one person's gonna be in charge of the paint. If you are all alone at your table and it's just you, you are in charge of both. So if you are in charge of both, you have to get both when you get your supplies today. Now everyone should have walked in with a paper towel, a paintbrush, and a placemat. If you haven't already, take your artwork and put it over your placemat so that I know that you're ready. I will call tables to come and get their water cup and their paint. Remember, each person has a job, so if you are in charge of getting the water, you get the water with both hands, and then if you're in charge of the paint, get the paint, and then use the green arrows to get back to your seat. Now when you're painting, you can use any color. I even used yellow for my hair. I know that my hair isn't yellow, but it's close enough to blonde. So what I did was I dip, let it drip, and then I swirl around the paint. Now that's pretty bright lemonade yellow. I think I'm going to dip, let it drip, and then just use that extra water just to make it a little bit lighter. So the more water that you add, and you go back and add more water, the lighter it will be. Now, if you want to do your skin tone, I do have a brown. We are all shades of brown. Now what you could do is dip, let it drip, dry off since you're using a different color, and then dip, let it drip, brown, swirl a few times. Now, for me, this is a little bit dark. I'm a little bit lighter than this. If I want it lighter, I have to add more what? I hope you said water. So if you're doing your skin today, just keep adding water until it's about right. I think I still need a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna dip, let it drip, and then just keep going because you have to work fast. This is drying, so I'm going to keep adding water until I get it the right color. So it's not perfect and I didn't finish today, but before we start, I wanted to let you know that if you ever have a goopy mess full of water, you can always take the paper towel and get it before it dries. It happened right down here, so I don't really want red on my neck, so I'm gonna take this and just kind of give it a little kiss with the paper towel. But look, some of that red's still there. If you have time, you can take the water and try erasing it. So just adding some water and then taking your paper towel. Sometimes that can get rid of it. It didn't get rid of it totally, but now it'll give me a little bit of time to go back in, add some brown, and make it look a little bit nicer than it did. When you are all done, make sure that you take your placemat and your painting. We're gonna go over to the drying rack Do we put it on the top or the bottom? I hope you said bottom because I don't like it when I see people fighting over the top. I just think it's silly. When both you and your partner are done, make sure that the paintbrush is in the water cup and then use the green arrows to place it in the sink. You do not have to clean this out. All you have to do is place it in the sink and the next class will clean it for us. The paint tray also needs to be put up. Please make sure that none of the colors were spoiled by other colors. I will show you the way to clean it if that ever does happen. Follow the green arrows when you're putting it up, and all you have to do is place it on the counter. Remember, one person is in charge of cleaning up the water cup, one person is in charge of cleaning up the paint tray. Once your area is cleaned and you've finished everything, you can use a whiteboard, you can use free draw, you could read a book, or you could even help a friend today.